Hey, okay, so I'm still a little stuffy. So I'm sorry for the nasally voice, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. Um, so it's been a while since we looked at the Little Mermaid series. So we're gonna look at that. Um, it's it almost feels like I talked about it and then what happened? So we're gonna look at episode 2 of this one isn't too eventful, but it does go into a little bit more of the story behind the mermaids and the humans. So again, this helps to establish that this is nothing like a ripoff of Little Mermaid. In fact, it actually kind of detaches from Hans Christian Andersen's, and and this is the beautiful thing about anime is that while it anime a lot of times, well, all the time, I should say, they are respectful towards the source, but they will put their own twist on it. Like with Nemo in Slumberland, that is an American comic strip, and like the landscape and everything looks just like Winsor McCay's and and everything. Yeah, extremely respectful to the source. And but there are elements in the movie where you see that they put their own twist to it. I love it. I absolutely love it because that's one of my favorite. That is my favorite. I say it time and again. It is my favorite anime movie. So so anyway, let's go ahead and watch this episode 2, shall we? Oh, it's pirates.
You know what I want. Yeah. I'm ready, mistress. See who is so stupid as to invade my homeland and what treasure they've got. Sink that ship deadly! Right. Let's get him.
Ugh.
Here come my goodies! We've got
Oh, she's plundering.
Get the lifeboat to her! Heave! I'm stuck!
Uh-oh.
Hurry up! Jump in! Winnie, they need help. What have we got here? Looks like some shark bait to me. Don't mess with us, Dudley. You won't like what'll happen if you do. Marina, cover your ears. It's lullaby time.
Yeah, see, I remember talking about this with the last episode. Really, Winnie isn't a terrible character. It's just this like superpower that that they gave her. And again, um little kids, I probably did it. I don't remember doing it because there were a lot of cartoons where the characters did something and I would copy it. Kids do that. And so it's possible that I did this very thing. And oh, I'm sure I got, as my grandpa said, I'm gonna give you a whooping. I'm sure I got plenty of whoopings for doing this kind of thing and but I that is really the only problem that I have with this character. She I mean, Why that? If you were going to give a character a superpower, why that? I would think, given it being a magical, they said in the last episode that it was a magical place. Why not have like a sonic boom or something? Like you would see the rings come out, the glowing rings or something. And I would think of something like that. And I just, I just don't. But I didn't make it. I didn't, and obviously I enjoyed it a lot as a kid. Now the other thing is with the Sea Witch, I don't remember her name off the top of my head. Uh this is obviously her territory because of course Marina's dad is the Sea King. So but I'm wondering how that works because again, that is another that's not how Little Mermaid is because obviously Ursula is banished. She was banished from the and so that wasn't her territory, it was just her home where she was, the little place where she was. So yeah, she this is her territory. She can uh shipwreck all of these pirate ships and take their plunder, take their booty, and which is obviously what she's doing now. Dudley, this uh shark that you see right now, is one of my favorites. He is a favorite. When I rewatched the series, I sympathize with him. I really do. I know that the voice of the character is supposed to make him sound like he's dim, but honestly, as you watch the series, he's not. So be very aware of that. And it's kind of like if you've ever seen gummy bears, the one gummy bear that has the same voice as Garfield, you you were supposed to think that about him, that he wasn't very bright, but honestly, it, he was. Yeah. So I think it's one of those where because of like the voice or because of something, because of the way they dress or something like that, we just fall into that stereotype of this is how they are. And then they get us. Every time. I'm a victim of it too. So anyway, let's keep going. Oh, they're stunned. So maybe it's not just okay, not just a scream where it hurts their ears.
You was a good one, Bilbo. That you was.
His name is Bilbo.
Look at here! Hmm? Bilbo, you're alive!
I find that funny. His name is Bilbo. Oh no.
Be careful, you hard-shelled idiots! Hmm? What
Be
have you
nice. They're doing it for you.
A tablet of gold! I don't feel so good. What is your problem, Dudley? You look like a sick squid. I just got beat up. Oh. Beat up, eh? This little seahorse gave me a big headache. By any chance, was it that little seahorse Winnie? And did she happen to be with the mermaid Marina? Oh, yeah, her. You idiot! You let Marina interfere with me again! I'll give you a headache! Sorry. No! You've got a lot of nerve calling slump. You're just lucky I'm in a good mood. What's this? He who hath eyes to read the secrets inscribed on this golden tablet holds in his hands the path to the potion of change? It's been so many thousands of years. I thought this tablet had been destroyed with the potion of change. I can return to the surface and keep my magic. Nothing can stop me, not even that meddling wizard Anselm. Yes! Wait! No! Where's the other half of the tablet? You're the one who broke it! You go find it! Everyone look! We'll find it, mistress! We'll find it! Yes!
Okay, lot to unpack here. Okay, so that has to be the golden tablet. If you remember at the very beginning of the last episode where it talked about the golden tablet, I believe it talked about it. Yeah, because there was that big intro and everything. That has to be the golden tablet. Okay. Now Dudley must have a head of steel for that gold, because gold isn't really that strong. I mean, I see that it's thick enough, but gold isn't really. I mean, maybe my knowledge of alloys is not what it used to be. I'd believe that, and you can correct me, of course. And I have no problem with that. But how does she know Ansel? The old man, the old wizard? How does she know him? Now she did say that it's been thousands of years. Was she banished? Okay. This is um because of course in The Little Mermaid we know that Ursula was part of the now I didn't see the other two movies. Okay, it's just the 1989 movie. So I don't know about the other two movies or any of the other sing-alongs or anything like that. So yeah, I don't know about the any attach any of the attachments, I don't know. Just the 1989 movie. But we know that Ursula was banished. She was part of the palace. She did reside in the palace and then she was banished for one reason or another. I'm sure they've elaborated on that by now. I just don't know what it is. But but Ansel is not the Sea King. Okay. That much is obvious. It's not going to spoil anything. That much is obvious. He is not, he was part of the king's court. Yeah, he just trains Justin. That's this is big. So like, what did she do? What did she, that is so obviously she did something. She was human before. She did something because if she's wanting this potion of change or whatever it was that she said, something of change, and then this tablet is supposed to help her with that, it must have an inscription to help with that. And it's going to help her get out of the ocean. Okay. Because my brain is going everywhere. So in mythology, if you're unfamiliar with Medusa's story, she was a priestess and Poseidon did something to her and then she was banished and that's how she became a Gorgon. Yeah, not only was she banished, but I think it was she was a priestess for Aphrodite. I don't remember who she was a priestess for, but whatever goddess she was a priestess for, not only banished her, but deformed her, and that's how she became a Gorgon. And that was her punishment, which not really going to go into all of that, but it kind of reminds me of uh what's happening here is that something happened. I'm not saying that the wizard hurt her in any way. I'm pretty sure that she did it to herself. She she did something, and when it had, decided I'm not going to be held accountable for it, and she got banished to the ocean, which is harsh. So, but anyway, I've talked enough. Let's continue to see what happens.
Then I'll be able to rule the world once more. Well, what are you waiting for? Go find the other half!
If Dudley sees me with this thing, I'll be in deep water.
Moving at a slow pace there, buddy. Excuse me.
Now where'd it go?
Oh my.
You shouldn't be my enemy when my friend's an anemone.
I'm not going to forget this.
Now wait.
Uh, so I don't remember his name. I'm sure they'll say it later on. But he's supposed to be a clownfish. I've never seen a clownfish look like that. Now, I did say that Winnie was supposed to be the equivalent of or equal to Flounder. It's kind of hard to keep up with who's supposed to be who. Flounder was always by Ariel's side, and Winnie pretty much is. So I guess uh I don't know. I guess you guys can figure out. I mean, this is another friend. I mean, she had Sebastian, Ariel. Ariel had Sebastian and Flounder, and then on land she had Scuttle. And in this one, there's the clownfish, and I think his name is Bobo, something like that, and Winnie, and then on land, the sea otter. That again, names are not coming to me today. So, but I mean, I don't remember what kind of fish flounder is supposed to be. I'm losing my voice. But anyway, let's see if he'll find the tablet.
Got it.
Oh, he found it.
I was worried about you.
We're just fine. Are you ready to go?
Yes, I already took the potion, Marina.
Silly, you're wasting time.
Look out!
Oh, he doesn't have Chauncey with him this time.
Rush to enjoy their single hour together. This is so beautiful.
Yes, and someday.
Yeah.
don't think bubbles work that way.
Good time anyway. I think you're dizzy enough already.
Winnie's getting a little jealous. At least it seems that way.
Come on, you two. Justin is running out of time, and it's a beautiful day down here. You're gonna waste the rest of the hour sitting here sighing?
Well, really, Winnie, I didn't know you cared.
Well, let's go. If I didn't know better, I might think Winnie was getting a little jealous of the time we spent together.
There was only a short time before the magic potion wore off and Justin had to return to the surface. Still, they played.
Come on, Slowpoke.
I don't have a tail.
Good point.
Huh? What could that be all about? Justin, they look too organized. Something must be going on. Want to know what it is?
Busted.
All right, Hedwig, what do you want from us?
Hedwig, that's her name. I couldn't remember before.
A piece of gold about this square with writing on it. I don't suppose you've seen it anywhere. No, we haven't. I'd hate to think you were lying to me. We wouldn't tell you if we had seen it. You foul creature! Don't trifle with me! Well, you're a trifling matter. Justin, Marina, cover your ears. I thought you might try that. So, here. Bring them to me! Justin, into the bubble grotto! Over here, quick!
Hang on. When they were swimming into the bubble grotto, she was not holding Winnie. So I have a feeling that they recycled animation on that one. Happens all the time. Yeah. Sea Witch's name is Hedwig. Forgotten. And by the way, if just in case you missed, the sailor that she saved, his name is Bilbo. I find it funny. Oh, good heavens. Which makes sense because during the 80s and into the 90s, they were showing the animated here in America, they were showing the animated Lord of the Rings and Hobbit. And so it would make sense. I mean, there was like a revival um of Lord of the Rings. So makes sense. Yeah. So but why would she this okay. Why would she suddenly accuse them of taking the tablet? Marina doesn't have she doesn't have pockets for one thing. There's no way where that she could hide it. And Justin, as far as I know, doesn't have anywhere he could hide the the tablet. So, yeah, that's weird. Why would she immediately accuse them? I mean, I get their rivalry, like right off the bat, but kind of jumping to conclusions on that one, Hedwig. Okay, let's see what happens.
Is it time for breakfast? Winnie, you must be all right if you're talking about food.
We will be all right, works. Here, help me.
There they are! Get them!
Now let go!
Those are some powerful bubbles.
Powderheads!
Now, let's leave while we can.
Justin, no! Not in there! The current is too strong!
So how strong can it be?
So strong we couldn't pull out of it until we were leagues from here.
Right now, that sounds good to me. Come on, let's go.
Right! No, wait! Hey, it'll be over before you know it! Come on! No one escapes me. I know too much. Yes, children, come to me. What? Oh!
Yeah, she knows too much.
This is what all the fuss is about?
It sure is.
Okay, it's pretty, but I'll be a sea monkey's uncle if I can understand why it's so important to Hedwig.
Okay, that's a good
She's got the
reference.
other half of it, Winnie.
I see. So she was making out the words, and then she said it told her how to make the potion of change, right?
Right, and then she suddenly got mad because a part of it was missing.
Then this is what she was looking for.
Justin, I've just remembered.
What?
Yeah, what, Marina? The old legend of the Golden Tablet. A long time ago, humans and the Mer people were very good friends. But that all came to an end when one human stole the Golden Tablet from the Mer King. He didn't know anything about magic or the potion of change. He just took it because it was made of gold. The Mer King was more sad than angry, and that's when he decreed that humans and Mer people should stay apart forever.
See, again, this I find this really creative because of course in Little Mermaid you never know why um the Little Mermaid couldn't go to the surface. And the only excuse King Triton made was, you think I want to see my daughter snared by a fish eater's hook. And which, yeah, that makes sense. But there had to be something behind it. And I'm sure it's explained in other movies that I haven't seen. And but this elaborated on it. Again, this was released in 91, 92, somewhere in there. And so it elaborated on that. And see, in Hans Christian Andersen's story, once a mermaid came of age, which was 15 or 16, I can't remember. I think it was 15 because it seems like it was a year before Ariel was in the movie. They could go up to the surface and see the human world. And mermaids, the mer people could go up one at a time, at one time. So if they go up, that's their only time, and it could go on throughout the year. So 365 days out of the year. And hope that made sense. And so the Little Mermaid, she doesn't have a name in the book, in the story, but she was excited to go, and her grandmother, there is a grandmother mermaid, and she was getting her ready for her moment to go up to the surface. And the sisters had told The Little Mermaid all about their first time going up to the surface and everything. So, but yeah, I don't. So yeah, it was just when you become of age, and then you get to go up, and but um, so in the Disney movie, they don't really say, and I'm sure they say it in the movies that I haven't seen. You can tell me, I have no problem with that, and but I just never got around to seeing them. What was it? Or I may have talked about it. The one with the daughter, the second one, came out. I was a senior in high school. Now I was like 7 when the first movie came out in '89. Yeah, I was like 7 years old, and it seemed a little weird. Yeah, 7 years old, and then I'm 17, and I just remember all the oh my gosh, it's getting a sequel and this and that and the other and I remember talking to the librarian because I worked in the school library and the librarian was so obsessed with everybody liked her and she was so obsessed with Disney and she said, "Well, I might pick it up when it comes to DVD." And I said, "Yeah, I was obsessed with Little Mermaid." She says, "Well, are you going to see it?" And I said, "Probably not. This is just weird." Yeah, so I really haven't seen it. And but I don't know. And then when they made the third one, I don't know when that one came out, but it seems like it was around 2009 somewhere in there. I'm probably way off. But yeah, it I remember house sitting and seeing uh the commercials. And I remember turning and looking at the at the TV and I'm just like, "What? What's happening? Where can they go with it?" Okay, let's continue.
There are some bad humans, of course, but most of us are good, Marina.
Justin, wait! The tablet's inscription must reveal the potion of change. It's very powerful magic. It would make me a real human and we could be together.
Marina, I'll go back there right away and get the other half.
Hey, you're going to be human again?
How do you plan to do it, Justin?
Wait, I think I have an idea. Listen.
Well, have you found it yet?
Not yet, but we're close. We have crabs combing the caverns, shellfish searching the seaweed, mussels musing on the mundane, oysters observing the obscure, plankton perusing the profound.
Have you any idea what you're saying?
I want you to know what a good organizer I can be.
Organize the search then, ignorant big octopus.
But mistress, I'm not an octopus.
Not yet you're not. But find the tablet, Dudley, and you could even be a whale if that's what you want.
A whale? Whoa!
But not a bright one. Huh? My imagination. What in the deep blue blazes is going on around here? Now I see why you'll pay for this! You!
Search carefully. Hey, Justin, come take a look at this and tell me if you think what I think.
That looks like the potion Anselm gave me. This can't be the same thing.
Well, the bottle you have is a potion that lets you breathe underwater, right? Oh, Justin, do I dare to hope? Could this be the opposite? You mean this might be a potion that could turn you into a human again?
Give it to Anselm. He can tell for sure.
Hey, look, I found it.
Ah. Let's see. That's it, all right. Now we'd better get out of here.
Yeah, should have had a lookout. I mean, they obviously had a distraction, which was smart, but they failed on having the lookout. Come on now. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure why they're so surprised that she has that Hedwig has the potion. Because she did turn Marina into a person, into a human. So this shouldn't be a shock. Yeah, she was able to do that, and if she knows the old wizard, because she dropped that bombshell earlier in the episode. So, yeah. All right, let's see what happens.
I knew it! You were just waiting for the chance to come and steal my treasures, weren't you? I'll get you! No, you don't!
Oh, yes, they do.
Enough for your help. You were wonderful. Let's get moving.
Run! There's nowhere safe!
They're somewhere close. I can smell them.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Oh yes!
Quick, everyone, cover your ears.
Oh, not again.
That's such a big mouth for such a little creature. Follow that seahorse!
Justin! Here!
Marina!
Got it!
That tablet belongs to me! Bring it back here!
Oh! Oh! Bobo!
Nice try, clown!
Doggone it! Look, mistress! They thought they could trifle with Dudley, huh? Hey! Over here! Okay!
Thanks.
Oh, no!
How would you like your friend to be a flatfish? No! I thought not, but that's what he's going to be if you don't give me that golden tablet right now, you hear?
No! Oh, Justin!
Here you are, Hedwig. Now please let Bobo go.
Now the other half!
Here.
Thank you, little lovesick surface princeling. The sea and the land are mine now. When I regain my form, I'll rule the whole world. The ancient powers are mine again.
Poor Bobo, you all right?
Aw. So his name is Bobo. Okay. I'm wondering how this is gonna work. Because she doesn't have the change potion anymore. She had it on the shelf, they took it. So I'm wondering how it's going to work. So, this is, of course, she could probably, couldn't she make another batch of it? I mean, she's considered the sea witch, right? So couldn't she make another batch, or is she unable to? I have questions. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going.
You gave her both halves of the tablet?
Yes, Bulbo was more important. But at least we have this to show Anselm.
Just as you thought, Marina can be transformed into a human by this. However,
What?
it will only work once a day, and its effects will only last for an hour.
Just like my potion, exactly the same.
But there's one more thing. It's very important. If Marina should ever happen to get wet while human, she will immediately transform back to a mermaid. This is a real danger. Here, my child.
Oh, wait a minute, Marina. Winnie!
Marina,
Yes?
are you afraid, Marina?
Not at all. As long as I can be on land with you again, Justin, it'll be worth it. Here you are. Go ahead.
Oh, Marina, you are beautiful.
She wasn't before?
Don't forget, Marina, you must never be too far from the ocean.
Uh-huh.
Well, they make a good-looking enough couple, I suppose.
Yes, even if they are dry.
And they had better stay that way, too. It's a long walk to the ocean for a fish.
It's not fair!
I knew it!
This effort!
Oh, mistress, what's the matter?
You see this tablet?
I found it for you, and you're gonna make me a whale.
Oh, I am I, Dudley?
Yeah, uh-huh.
You know what it says on this tablet, Dudley? It says this potion of change will only work on a true-blooded mer-person.
So, can you change me into a whale now?
Oh.
If the potion doesn't work on me, it can't work on you, you moronic fish! It's not fair!
So it wasn't so much the potion, it was that she had to be a full-blood mer person. So it wasn't going to work anyway, even if she had the potion. Huh. I still have questions.